Yo, Jay Wilkes Sr. coming at you pretty late on a school night. Um, I'm just not getting home from an event at Worthington Yard, place downtown, like an apartment complex with a very high-end art culture type place. Anyway, there was an event there this evening, art bar, um, like meet the designers kind of a thing, and a couple of my close friends were on the list of the designers that were being presented or that was presenting. Jacinda Walker from Design Explorer, Jay Workin, and Mr. Soul. There was some other graphic designers that were there. Um, Great event, something a little different. Hadn't been to in a while, but it's always great seeing my friends. Uh, you know, talk about their mission and their art and this movement. I think that we're all on. And then afterwards, it was another 2 3 hours hanging out with Jay Workin and Mr. Soul, just talking about our passion that we have, and for design and art, and that we feel responsible to, it's our responsibility rather, um, to educate and sort of be an influence to those that are coming up in this field. So it's made me think about a question that I ask myself all the time. Actually, it's like, why do I design? So when I ask myself that, my why has actually changed from when I started to why I design now. But in the beginning, my why was, I was a young father coming out of high school with two little ones, and going into college. I knew how to do two things. I was really good at two things, really. Playing football and drawing. So I was fortunate enough to receive a full ride football scholarship to the University of Akron, and on my visit, my tour, campus tour, we went to the Folk Hall, which was the art school. At the time it was Folk Hall. Anyway, but down the right corridor was fine arts and painting and ceramics and life drawing and things like that. And down the left corridor was like printmaking, photography, graphic design, industrial design, commercial photography, those disciplines. I didn't know anything about graphic design in 1991. So I asked, like, what is graphic design? I know I didn't want to be a starving artist. No disrespect, but I had, two kids to support back at home. So I needed to be in a career that was going to make me some money. So my why early on was basically to support my, my little ones, and be a responsible father. That's what I did. That's why I chose graphic design. I was told that you can make some decent money. um, about the time I graduated, I was a father of three at the time, and it was still really about supporting my kids and just being responsible. So I don't know if I lost my way in terms of why I was designing, and definitely was not for the love of the craft, more so than advancing my career, moving up to make more money. Um, so I think that was really the reason why, or that was my, why I designed early on in my career, was really just to support, um, you know, my kids and my family, which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's what a responsible man and responsible father should do. You do what you have to do. But I knew I had something special. I had a gift. Um, and I knew everybody, couldn't call themselves an artist or designer or, a creative professional. But I could. So now that, I've advanced my career here and there, and, the kids are now young adults, and my why changed immediately. It seemed to just happen immediately one day. And now my why is more about my craft and the love of designing, enhancing other people's vision, on their projects, and wanting to have an impact, on young creatives, to have an impact on our youth, or I would say, our youth that are artistic or creative, our youth that have this gift and not sure what to do with it. Because I know when I was a kid growing up as a young artist, drawing all the time, there wasn't a lot of resources at all. I had some support, my mom and my oldest brother would draw a lot, so I would, copy a lot of his drawings. But outside of that, there was no like summer classes or special classes that I went to. There wasn't anything offered at the community centers or nothing like that. I had art classes in school. That was about it. But nothing else. If it wasn't for, my friends in the neighborhood asking me to draw pictures for them, or family asking me to draw pictures, or designing or drawing the house party flyers in their neighborhood, I don't know what would have happened. But so now, I've been thinking about this a whole lot. I just want to be an impact, and then have an impact on our youth, and be an influence, for those that trying to find and make their way, being a young artist or designer, or have aspirations to be a graphic designer, just want to know more about the field of design, and how to hone their skills, or how to nurture their gift. God has planted that seed of artistic ability or creativity or what have you, in them, and I just want to be in a position to nurture it, and water that seed, so they can see this field of design as a viable career, something that they can do forever, because it's something they really enjoy to do, and it's a passion. So my why has changed now. My why today, I feel, is more purposeful, seeking fulfillment, and knowing that I had an impact on at least one young person's life is more than none. So why I design now has changed. So we'll see what the future holds. But I look forward to working with our next designers, our next creatives, and hopefully I can help them, unleash their superpower, because that's really what it is. So that's it. It's late. I got to get in and get up and go to work in the morning. All right, Jay Wilkes Sr. signing off. Peace.